Guys, happy Monday night. Hope all is well with you. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come into you for a preview and prediction for Game 6 in the Western Conference Finals as the Phoenix Suns will travel to the Los Angeles Clippers there in the Staples Arena for Game 6 for an opportunity to try to advance to the NBA Finals or be faced with a Game 7 back there in the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix. Got a lot of thoughts about tonight. Obviously, it went really well for us. But just to set the spread for this next game, right now, the early spread, I'm usually out ahead of these things. So it's subject to change as always, guys. But the early spreads got Phoenix favored by 2 going into the Staples Center there to play the Clippers, and the over-under is 216.5. So we did hit on the Clippers money line tonight, and we also hit on the spread tonight, but unfortunately we did not get the under. Game went just over. I thought it was going to go way over there for a little while. Looked like that's what was going to happen, and then seems like there in the second half the scoring slowed way down for the Phoenix Suns especially, and but it did go over on us unfortunately tonight. But hey, we did hit on the money line, which was a nice hit for us. The Clippers were big underdogs tonight. They were 6-point dogs going into this game, and so we're able to take advantage of the money line there, and we're able to get paid off of that for sure. So a lot of thoughts about tonight. First, I'm going to start with my overall thoughts on leading into this game and all of that. For those of you who did not get to see my preview video for Game 5, please go back and take a look at that and see the analysis on that leading into this game to see how we arrived at the result we arrived at. I knew that the Clippers would end up going small. I mentioned that in my preview and prediction video. I thought Tyronn Lue would definitely make the adjustment there and go small to try and get Ayton out of the painted area, to spread everything out and give some driving lanes to Paul George and the other guys there to allow them to move a little bit more freely throughout the court and open up some driving lanes for them and allow them to be able to get to the rim more because DeAndre Ayton, unfortunately, when you put 5 3-point shooters on the floor, he has to honor it. So he has to stay home on the shooter or the Clippers can really make you pay. That played a huge role tonight. We got a little bit of help in that regard when Zubac was actually announced as inactive in this game because of a knee injury. I had spoke to a couple of you guys out there. Some of you I have some communication with and told you that was actually going to be a blessing in disguise because it would force Tyronn Lue to go small all game, which he did. Did mix some Boogie Cousins in there. I thought Boogie played really well tonight as well. But overall, they definitely were able to take advantage of the Suns. And definitely were able to score the ball more. They shot the ball much better tonight. I said that Clippers would win tonight. I guaranteed that they would win tonight, and I guaranteed that they would win very comfortably. They did just that. They outplayed the Suns tonight there on the road and definitely stopped any possible partying for advancing to the NBA Finals for the Phoenix Suns. So I'm going to say this, guys, and I know a lot of you have disagreed with me on this series a lot of the way here, and I'm going to say it like this. Whether you guys want to see it or not, those of you who are Suns fans out there, I'm going to say the same thing to you that I said to the Hawks fans. For those of you who don't believe what I'm saying, the reality of it is this. The LA Clippers have outplayed the Phoenix Suns for 4 of these games. Okay, this series could very easily be over if the officials did not intervene in Game 2. If the officials did not intervene in Game 4, this series would be over right now. Okay, the Phoenix Suns are fortunate to be up 3-2 in this series. They've really only outplayed the Clippers one time in this entire series, and that was in Game 1. Outside of that, they really haven't. Game 4 was kind of a toss-up, but that ball was clearly out on Cameron Payne, and it should have been Clipper ball down 1. Do the Clippers make it or not? I don't know if they make it or not. They may or may not. But I'll say this. Game 2, the ball was definitely out on DeAndre Ayton. The play that DeAndre Ayton got the alley-oop on should have never even happened. He offensive fouled. Also, Ivan Zubac's on the play. And, or we would just be having a completely different conversation altogether. At minimum, the LA Clippers should be up 3-2 in this series. Right now, guys, I'm just going to tell you, they're better than the Phoenix Suns are. They just are. They're deeper. They're better. They shouldn't be able to do the things that they're doing without Kawhi Leonard on the floor. But objectively speaking, they're just better than the Phoenix Suns. And the reality of it is the Phoenix Suns are very fortunate that this series isn't already over. All right? We need to just keep it real with that one. And a public service announcement. If I'm a Phoenix Suns fan and I'm betting my money based on fandom, this is why I tell you guys, all right? And just so you know how we do this here at this channel. We do a lot of studying here. I dedicate a significant amount of time to studying these things. I watch a lot of game film. I watch a lot of patterns that way. I study coaching tendencies. I study all of these things, okay? I look at each individual player. I go back even to high school and college performances to see how they played in certain situations, all right? I am far from perfect. I'm not going to hit every single time, but just know when I make a prediction, it's based on very, very sound analysis. It has got nothing to do with fandom. It has nothing to do with who I like and who I don't like. I do it based on analysis. All right, sound analysis is how we come to our predictions, and I would suggest you guys kind of do the same. So look, I'm going to fast forward here to talk about tonight. I thought the Phoenix Suns played about as well as they could have tonight. They had some rough spots. The thing that I noticed the most about the Phoenix Suns tonight is they didn't do a good job on the offensive glass whatsoever, even though they had the size advantage most of the game. DeAndre Ayton was held down in this game, which is really surprising. I really think Monty Williams needs to make an adjustment in his offense. I don't anticipate him doing this, but I think what he needs to do is play through DeAndre Ayton when he's got a size advantage the way that he does. They just don't use DeAndre Ayton in the right way. They need to be throwing the ball into the post and playing through him, especially when the Clippers are going small. Force the Clippers' hands to double team and then swing the ball. That's what I see. That's what they should do. Monty Williams has not shown that all year long with this team, so I don't anticipate that happening. I don't think they're going to make that adjustment. DeAndre Ayton hasn't really shown much in a way of a post game all year long. I know he had a little bit of a post game in college, but he's more of a stretch big who can shoot. He doesn't really have any strong post moves like that, so it's going to be tough for them to adjust to this and try and beat these Clippers. Now, on the other hand, I thought the Clippers did an outstanding job exploiting the size difference matchup between Marcus Morris Sr. and Devin Booker. He can't defend him down there, and Marcus Morris Sr. cooked him. And, hey, Paul George, PG-13, I've been saying it. I've been saying I believe in this guy. I've been saying that he's going to get it done. And tonight, a 40-piece, he got the job done, guys. Respect to Paul George. Played really, really great. Started off the game really slow. Got hot in the third. Had 20 points in the third. And just put the Phoenix Suns away. And I'm telling you, this guy was unbelievable tonight. And I believe that he can play like that on a regular basis. So the Phoenix Suns are in serious trouble going into this next game. I got the LA Clippers with the upset again. I got them on the money line. And I also got them +2. And I'm going to go ahead and stay under 216 in this one. I thought the Clippers shot it really, really well tonight. I thought the Phoenix Suns started out the game shooting it really, really well there in the second and third quarters. But I still like the under in this game. I think it's a defensive struggle. They barely got over tonight. I think as the game, kind of gets into the fourth quarter, I think the scoring slows down the same way that it has been And I think that the Clippers win comfortably again. I don't think Game 6 is going to be close either. I think the Clippers are going to win this game fairly easily, possibly by double digits like they did tonight. But I definitely think they win the game, cover the +2, and also hit on the money line again. And like I said, I like the under for the 216.5. I'm going to stay under it. I just believe that both of these teams play excellent defense. And I think that plays a factor. I don't know, like I said, if the Clippers are going to shoot it quite as well. But I don't know that the Suns are going to shoot it quite as well. I thought Devin Booker shot it really well tonight. Best game he's had. The Clippers really surprised me with one thing that they did. They played a zone tonight, and that seemed to be really effective for them. I was really surprised. Normally, when teams play zone like that, going up against a team like the Phoenix Suns who can shoot the ball as well as they can, generally speaking, it shoots them out of the zone. You shoot a team out of it, and the Phoenix Suns were unable to do that tonight. Other than Devin Booker, Devin Booker played really well tonight, but I think a lot of that was due to him not having Patrick Beverley breathing down his neck every second. So he definitely played a lot better tonight. One other thing I wanted to make that I think Coach Monty Williams is making a mistake. He's playing that kid Nader, who hadn't been active and not really playing Torrey Craig enough. I think Torrey Craig at this point has earned the right to be on the floor. I think you got to leave Nader on the bench, and you got to put Tony Craig out there a little more. I think he deserves it. I think he is definitely a better fit out there for you. But like I said, I don't see the Suns adjusting in this particular series. I think that the Clippers have the advantage. And for those of you who thought the Clippers were buried, I try to tell you they're not buried. They're not dead. Every time people leave this team for dead, they rise up out of the grave yet again. They're a very formidable basketball team. I don't know what it is about them. It's the craziest thing ever. They're hard to kill, and they're not going home in Game 6. They're coming back to Arizona with you guys. With the Suns on the flight back there for Game 7. So I like the Clippers in Game 6. Let me know, guys, as always. Appreciate all the support. We're on a little bit of a run. Man, these over-unders have been kicking our behinds, though. We've been hitting on the spreads but not getting the over-unders. So sorry to you guys out there who are playing the over-unders. These over-unders are really, really tricky. I don't weight them as much as I do with the spreads just because they're just so freaking fickle. They could go one way or the other. There's no really, way to tell sometimes. So, but with that being said, I'm really excited for us. I'm glad that we were able to hit on the money line tonight. That was a huge hit for us. It was awesome. And like I said, for those of you who got an opportunity to bet on the Clippers, congratulations. For those of you who didn't, it was a tough night. But, hey, we'll see what happens in Game 6. But I like the Clippers for sure. So let us know what you think in the comments. Really appreciate it. All the support as always. Thanks so much, guys. I'm having a blast doing this stuff and really enjoying it. So I'm about to drop the NBA parlay of the day for June 29th here in just a moment. But again, thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.